Well, hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis, and as always, this show is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network and sponsored by our friends over at Market Cipher. If you guys have not had a chance to check out Market Cipher, go check them out. There is a link in the description. You can get 20% off with the code in my description. So shout outs to Market Cipher. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I was doing what my daughter would call my podcaster voice. She doesn't like it. She's like, I don't like when you do your podcaster voice, Mom. So I hope everyone's having a great start to their day. Let me throw some comments up here. You guys, I have shortened the intro. Are we liking it being a little shorter? Is it working for us? Do you feel like you're missing some of the show? That's kind of what I worry about is I give a minute for the countdown to allow people to come into the show so that I don't get started without you. I get sad when I get started without you. Just like our good friend Brian who went missing. We've had to get started without him every day. Brian, we miss you. Please come back. Please come back. I don't know what he's up to, you guys, but Brian, if you're out there, if you're listening to this, come back. Just come back. So, you guys, Bitcoin is gone into a sideways holding pattern, currently trading at 76,000. I'm trying to retweet myself as I'm like in here talking to you guys. We're currently trading sideways at 76,000. And let's see. All right, boom. Got it, guys. Yes, find Brian. Find Brian. He used to post on his, the new format of this camera does make the vertical version look better. It's not so much like the smell-o-vision. You guys remember when I first started doing it, it was just like giant nose. I'm so happy it's not giant nose anymore. I'm so happy. You can actually see some of me. You can see I'm wearing jeans today, you guys. Got the jeans going. Got the jeans. It's hot here. It's hot here. We're definitely in summertime. There was a fire by my house. I don't think that it's been put out yet. They did not call for any sort of evacuations overnight, but they did get it to like 15% containment, I believe. I think it's like 15% containment. Where did my watch duty app go? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. There were some weird fires yesterday. In fact, when I went to pick up my daughter from school, there was a fire not too far. Okay, so it has grown 1,000 acres from this morning. But it looks to me like it's pushing south. So it's like going away from my house. So I haven't been too worried about it. It's just where the fire has started is like in what we call the mouth of the canyon. And so like the whole, it's just shut down. It's shut down and it's like really challenging terrain for them to try and put out the fire on. There's like a lot of rocks. When it rains, the rocks fall off the hillside because it's just super unstable. And so they had people fighting the fire yesterday, but of course when the sun went down, they just had like one helicopter that was kind of like tracking it all night and everything. And so, yeah, I think this morning they've got more people out there fighting it. So we'll see what it looks like. I went to the back of my neighborhood and I got a picture of, these two guys in their golf carts were sitting there watching the fire just to kind of like get a perspective of how close it was to the neighborhood. This is now the second fire that has been near my neighborhood, but there was a fire yesterday that was just in some like random open lot like in town. And the kids were all getting out of school and they were walking like almost through the fire and they were coughing a lot and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Hello, Kevin. Welcome into the chat. Welcome in. It's Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis, and we're getting ready to dive into the show, but I was just chit-chatting a little bit, sharing the stream out so we get some more people in here. So if you guys are new here, smash a subscribe. I go live every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time. And then again on Friday, we go crazy with the Julie and Joxie show. We go crazy at the Julie and Joxie show, you guys. We really do. When I go to run the clips to do like the little clips to upload to YouTube, some of them are just so inappropriate. We are so inappropriate on Fridays. Like I think about, I've got a sponsor on this channel. Shout out to Market Cipher. And I should hopefully be having an additional sponsorship announcement later this week. So you guys should all tune in for that, because I'm super excited about this one. But the Julie and Joxie show, oh man, I don't know. We're going to have to get like sponsored by Astroglide or Blue Chew or something to that effect. Because I don't know what in the hell we're talking about over there that anybody's going to want to sponsor it, but we're talking about stuff. Let's see. We talked about koalas having chlamydia. We thought it was herpes at first. We were calling it the herpy bear. Yeah, I thought about KY, but you know what? KY is kind of like the boomer. Oh, this is like the boomer gel. Like, you know, everybody uses Astroglide now. I think Diddy put Astroglide on the map. So if you haven't tried Astroglide, I recommend. It's a 10 out of 10, Po Man. It's a 10 out of 10. But, you know, KY is Old Faithful. So, like, you know, there's that too. There's that too. Sponsored by any hard liquor. Yes, there is that. Except tequila. Except tequila. We do not want to be sponsored by any tequila, especially one with a worm in it. That would be disgusting. The smell of tequila makes us both barf. So there is that. So we can't do a tequila brand. So, what's his name? Casa Tequila. What's that? What's his name's brand? I don't pay attention anymore. Pod dispensary. See, Po Man, now we're on to something. Cookies brand. We're, you know, shout out to you. I think, not too far from here, between Joxie and I, they took an old prison and converted it into an indoor grow operation, which how brilliant. Like, take the prison and put the pot plants inside the prison. Nobody's going to steal it. This is brilliant, right? It was Marley's kids. It was like Damian Marley, and it was like, I forget what their brand was called. I think it's called like King's something. Anyway, don't do drugs commercials. Yes, that would be appropriate too. Yes. Gosh. Yes, I did. I actually pulled up one clip this morning and I went, oh my gosh, let's see. We're talking about 3, maybe 4 horrible things in like a 30-second clip. And I'm like, do I post this to YouTube? Is the algorithm going to like this, or is the algorithm going to hate me? And I posted it and it actually didn't do terrible. It didn't shadow ban me, which was surprising because, I mean, we were talking about like condoms and herpes and bears. Oh my. Oh my God, you guys. Why? I should not even be going down this road on this show. I'm so sorry. Victoria's Secrets, yes. Okay, that's enough of you, Po Man. That's enough of you. I've had enough. All right, you guys, we did come to the show today to talk about Bitcoin and not herpy bears, but herpy bears are cute. They are cute. If you ever get to go to Australia, you can hold a herpy bear for yourself, but it's actually a chlamydia bear. So, but yes. Say sorry, Mama Julie. Yes, it's okay. You guys can get a little crazy. You guys can, oh my gosh, piece of my mind. You just stop it. You guys, if you guys are not on YouTube, you guys could see the comments popping up, but you guys could read it or participate over on YouTube. You could smash a subscribe as well, because I'm trying to get to 2,000. I was trying to get to 1,500, but it's too easy. I need to be more unobtainable. So we need to go 2,000. So help me get to 2,000, you guys. Let's do this. We're close. All right. So before we get into too much more silliness, let's go ahead and get into the crypto charts. All right, taking a look here at our good friend Bitcoin. Oh, and my pop-ups. So as you can see here from yesterday, we've just been in the sideways holding pattern. We did go down ever so slightly because we did have money flow into the red. We had this sharp little sell-off here from 77, but then have since leveled off, and we've been stuck in this little channel here, just waiting for something else to occur. And if you see here down on the market Cipher beeline, we can see that money flow has been in the green. We printed one green dot, which had money flow into the out and just ever so slightly. But then we've been printing. We just put in a green dot. So money flow is continuing in, putting in this green candle right now. So Bitcoin still sitting around the 76 range. Let's take a look at Ethereum because it is down slightly from yesterday, only about $20 though. So hanging around 21.14. Solana, it is also down ever so slightly, trading at $84.45. And Chainlink is back at $9, you guys. I feel like Chainlink likes $9. I feel like it just keeps going back there. XRP is trading at $1.35 with Dogecoin sitting at 10 cents still. And Sui is holding strong at $1.06. So, and ADA, 24 cents, 24 and a half. 24, almost 25 cents. So I need to purchase some more ADA, you guys. I'm really excited. I know I had mentioned to you all that I would be talking more about ADA. And earlier today, I had a call with the team over at Rare Evo with my wonderful boss, David Gokhshtein. So it was great to chat with everyone. And we have some exciting, hopeful plans for Rare Evo that I will be putting into place, that I will be chasing down. You guys, I've not had a really fun, massive project undertaking in a while, and this is going to be one of those really fun, massive undertaking projects. So, and ADA is worth it. Cardano is worth it. Cardano has slipped from the top 5 spot, currently sitting at the top 13. Top 13. I think it's sitting at 13. I think it's sitting at 13. Hold on. Let's look at the crypto bubbles. Let's check it out. Oh no. Oops, I pushed something I wasn't supposed to. Hang on, you guys. We're still here. We're catching up. Give me a second. Let me close that. All right. Let's see. ADA, 13. So we need to get that back because that does not belong there. Let's see. What do we have in the top 10? We've got Tron. We've got Dogecoin is still sitting in the top 10. You guys, do we think Dogecoin should still be in the top 10? Let me know. Yes, if you think Dogecoin, 1 for yes if Dogecoin should still be in the top 10, or 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let me know. Should Dogecoin still be in the top 10? I'm really interested to see if you guys think that Dogecoin should still be in the top 10. Poman said 2. Against Cardano. I feel like I would definitely rank Cardano way higher above a Dogecoin, which is why I'm surprised that Dogecoin is still in the top 10 over Cardano. No idea how Doge is still in the top 10 if there is no use case. There's that. Although there kind of is now, you guys. They did make it so that it is smart contract enabled. They did work on building that out. It is a layer of Ethereum now, I believe. I remember when they were trying to build out the smart contracts on it to make it something that was more than just a meme coin. Remember when Elon was doing that back in like 2021, 2022? He was trying to make Dogecoin more than just a meme coin. So here we are taking a look at the top 100. Let's see. What is this white Bitcoin? What is white Bitcoin? You guys, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me in the chat. I don't know. Why is this in the top 10? This one is also in the top 10. And it just surprises me that these ones will come in and out, and I don't know. Cardano continues to build. They continue to deliver. They have a founder that continues to show up, continues to care, continues to build and foster people in the industry. So I'm bullish. I'm bullish, you guys. Siren is the Binance chain. It's worth 52 cents. That's crazy. It's crazy. You know, they're actually, if we're talking seriously about meme coins and if there's still meme coin plays, I would say that this is probably one to participate in. I don't know about any lockups or anything like that. And that's what you have to worry about, whether there's lockups or bundled, sniped bundles and things like that, because then it's like you really are up against a losing battle. Unlocks are going to have coins that unlock where people are going to dump on you. And then bundles are they're just that. People are going to like take those bundles and sell them as they see fit. So I pray Elon goes on X and says he was just kidding. Doge is stupid AF and no idea why it even exists. You know, I'm just mad that he went and did that audit and we did the whole, you know, Department of Government efficiency, and it feels like nothing changed. We did that when we were all so excited and we were cheering and nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. So there is that. There is that. All right, you guys. So I'm super excited about the stuff going on with Rare Evo. I'll probably be talking about it a lot, especially as it gets closer, as we start to nail down all the details of what's going to be going on at the event. I have been on phone calls all day long and talking about what's going to be happening at Rare Evo. But I'm super excited. I'm super excited. And I'm just hoping that we can all collectively come together and pull it off, because it's going to take everybody kind of pulling together collectively and doing their part. I don't know if I should say it. I'm just super excited, you guys. I'm not going to say it. Rare Evo is the last week in July. I will say this though. I am thinking I might take my daughter to Rare Evo. Because she loves Vegas and I don't love Vegas. and it would give me a reason to not be out at the clubs too late at night, because then I would I gotta go back. My daughter's, daughter can't go to the clubs. She's just a child. She's just a child. But I could still go do other things. And then that would, So I might take her with me. That and I get free labor out of it. So she would love it. And she would enjoy like the showroom floor, probably like the first day or two. I don't know. Unless she made friends. If she started making friends, then forget about it. Forget about it. Like, she's got, from one of the first times I went to a Cardano event. Okay, so let me back it up. We'll clip this. McKinney, Texas, right? I get off the airplane in Dallas and I take an Uber like an hour outside of Dallas to McKinney, Texas. And McKinney, Texas is where the Book.io is based out of. So Book.io is what's built on Cardano. It's books on Cardano. I've talked about them here before. And Book.io, they do printed books on demand, book on the blockchain. They use the same facilities as Amazon for their printing on demand. So it's a pretty big deal. I went to the Book.io conference, was so excited to go to that. I felt so special. It was the first time I met Charles Hoskinson, and that was like, oh my gosh, such a freaking highlight for me. You have no idea. And so I went there and they had like a couple of different like booths set up for different things that were built on Cardano, like the JPEG store, rest in peace, which is just, I think if it hasn't closed down yet, they've announced that they will be closing down. But the Hosky booth was there. I took my picture in front of the Hosky step and repeat. And then the Hosky guy had the little Hosky hat on. It's like a beanie with ears. And then you can like press the little sides and it makes, oh my gosh, look at it. And I'm like talking about Cardano. And then all of my Cardano peeps come in here. Well, hello there, fidgety beast. Hello. I'm talking about Rare Evo. And you magically appear like my first snack. my first snack energy drink. And so I'm there at Book.io, and I try on this little husky hat, and you can squeeze the side and the little ears go beep, 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 beep. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get one for me. I have to get one for my daughter. So I take the hat back to my daughter, and my daughter, she loves just anything with like an animal head on it, or she just loved dressing up as animals. She doesn't do that anymore. But she loved playing dress up, loved doing characters and stuff like that. And so anyway, I take this hat home, and then I post a picture of me wearing the hat, or a video, I think. And the Husky account DMs me back and tells me like, hey, did you know that hat lights up? And I'm like, really? The hat lights up? Yes, the hat lights up. So then I find out where to turn it on. And now I've got this Husky hat, disco lights going, ears flapping. I'm like, this thing is rad. This thing is rad. So, and then now fast forward after that, I went to Rare Evo, because I was like, the Book.io thing, I made all these friends in Cardano. And so then when Rare Evo came around, I'm like, okay, I'm doing Rare Evo. I'm doing Rare Evo. And so I go to Rare Evo, and I ran into Fidgety Beast, and our friend Stay Winning. You guys, Stay Winning's been here on the channel before. And so sat with them, and I opened this Snack Energy drink and did like a real live tasting in real time. You know, it would taste good like as a cocktail. It totally would, but it was good. It was good. How are the Snack Energy drinks going? Like, I feel like I used to see them on the timeline all the time. I'm not seeing them anymore. Oh, and there's Stay Winning, Snack and Chill. Yeah, he's like, I was there. Yeah, I know. I was like rubbing the can, and I was like, oh, it's ribbed for her pleasure. So you guys, you can't take me anywhere. You can't take me anywhere. You can try, but like, am I going to make it awkward? You freaking better believe it. So, unless it's really important. If it's really important, I can hold it together. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next segment of the show and get into some breaking news. I know, Fidgety and Stay Winning, are either of you planning to be at Rare Evo? Because before you guys came in here, maybe you heard that. I am planning my Rare Evo trip now. You know, it's only 3 months out. Why not start planning now? So we're going to go big or go home this year. So we better go big, because I don't want to go home, okay? Okay, so in the news, you guys, our good friend, Senator Elizabeth Warren. Jeez Louise. We should know she doesn't stay quiet. Hello, Jessie. Welcome in. We should know she doesn't stay quiet. She is questioning the OCC chief on approval of ineligible crypto trust charters. So the Massachusetts lawmaker asked the U.S. comptroller of the currency to provide all communications between the agency and Donald Trump potentially related to the charter approvals. So Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren accused the Office of the Comptroller of Currencies, Jonathan Gould, of violating banking laws by approving national trust charters for cryptocurrency companies. In a Monday letter to Gould, Warren said that the OCC had approved at least 9 national chartered trusts for crypto companies that intended to engage in activities that appear to go far beyond the narrow set of activities permitted by law. So, of course, Elizabeth Warren would never want anything with cryptocurrency to happen. And to her, it's all just stuff of thievery and stuff that, people that commit crimes are the people that touch crypto, in her opinion. So if it was up to her, anyone who touches crypto would probably be in jail. So, all right, there's a copy of the letter, but it says she called on Gold to provide the full application of crypto companies that the OCC had approved or conditionally approved since December of 2025, including Coinbase, Crypto.com's parent company, Ripple, Stripe, BitGo, Circle, Fidelity Digital Assets, Prontigo Holdings, and Paxos, as well as communication between the office and the U.S. President Donald Trump and members of his family and White House officials. So I would wonder if his family includes Barron Trump, because Barron, as you guys know, is heavily involved in crypto and is arguably the one that got him into crypto in the first place, which has amassed him billions of dollars in the last couple of years. These companies are effectively crypto banks that would want to evade fundamental safeguards and obligations that come with being a bank, said Warren. Your decision to facilitate this regulatory arbitrage not only conflicts with federal law, but it also poses serious risk to consumers, the safety and soundness of the banking system, and the separation of banking and commerce. Warren, ranking member of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, has repeatedly criticized lawmakers and regulators for supporting policies with potential conflicts of interest related to Trump's ties to the crypto industry. She pushed that provisions of the Crypto Market Structure Bill, or the Clarity Act, in the committee markup last week and called on Gould to delay the consideration of the Trump family-backed crypto business World Liberty Financial, which led to a charter in January, which filed for a charter in January. So Cointelegraph requested a comment from the OCC, but did not receive anything back. So Kraken's parent application is currently under review. On May 8th, Payward, the parent company of cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, filed an application with the OCC, a national trust charter. The company said if approved, the charter would allow to provide fiduciary custody and other primarily for digital assets under the Payward National Trust Company. So it's going to be how people are borrowing against their crypto without actually selling it. Still only 9 likes. What the hey? What the hey? I'm like, what the hey, guys? You guys should smash the likes. You should smash the likes. So I think we are going to see Elizabeth Warren, who is going to be fighting back against Trump, against crypto policy, against the Clarity Act, by and large, because she is an absolute hater on crypto. She is an absolute hater on crypto. So we don't love to see it. We don't love to see it. Okay, let's move on in the news. So Japan's ruling party proposes developing financial infrastructure using AI and blockchain. Japanese policymakers proposed using blockchain and AI in the country's financial systems, as well as clarifying the legality of the yen-pegged stablecoins. So let's get into it. The ruling of the Liberal Democratic Party of Japan has approved the proposal to promote the development of automated financial infrastructure using AI and blockchain. In a Tuesday publication, the LDP's Policy Research Council announced that the next generation of AI and on-chain finance initiative policy proposed using blockchain technology to settle payments in that the retail and wholesale sectors for AI autonomously execute economic activities. So clarifying the legality of the yen-pegged stablecoins. So in Japan, the expanded adoption of blockchain technology will play a crucial role in the establishing of a necessary infrastructure to ensure that the nation remains chosen by AI, said the council. So if we can take the lead among nations in establishing a secure and trusted payment infrastructure for on-chain transactions, we can anticipate deepening cooperation in various forms, such as providing expertise and services, particularly within Asian countries that share strong economic ties with Japan. I do think it's good that local geopolitical, like countries who are neighboring local, like Asia Pacific. When I lived in Australia, we considered Australia part of Asia Pacific. And so, yeah, I always thought it was great when we used other countries that were part of the Asia Pacific region of the world. So Australia is, kind of its own type of country in the Asia Pacific region. And so, yeah, I would always love to see the type of, the collaboration that would go on between Australia and some of the neighboring countries. Okay, I don't want to read the rest of that. All right, let's move on. Data shows Bitcoin dip buyers are waiting for lower prices. Is 70K the next stop? Well, you guys, we've got to see a breakdown from here. Next breakdown we see from here has got to be about the 72K range, 74, 72K range, and then we've got to go potentially below that. I think we're going to go back to 69 because Bitcoin loves 69. I say it like almost every show. So, All right, and moving on to the final segment, Polymarket partners with NASDAQ to list private company contracts. New markets will let users trade on fundraising, valuations, and other startup milestones using data from NASDAQ's private market, extending forecasting into private capital. Pretty interesting stuff. Polymarket has launched a new category of prediction markets tied to private companies, allowing users to trade on questions related to pre-IPO companies, a move that could bring greater price discovery to private markets where valuation data is often limited or opaque. The new offering announced Tuesday was developed in partnership with NASDAQ Private Market, a platform that facilitates secondary trading in shares of privately held companies. NASDAQ Private Market will provide the underlying data and market infrastructure for the contracts. The markets are designed to reflect expectations around events such as fundraising rounds, valuation changes, and other corporate milestones involving startups and late-stage private companies. The launch expands to Polymarket's product lineup beyond its core market and focuses on politics, macroeconomics, events, and public companies. So I think this is really interesting. Polymarket, let's talk about it. Polymarket was the one who initially came out first. Polygon was officially dubbed dead by everyone in the ecosystem. And then Polymarket came out. And the settlement layer is Polygon, right? And so then somebody else comes out and they're like, you know what? This would be a heck of a lot better if it was on Solana, so let's call it Kalshi. And then they started that. And so immediately... And I'm going to go down this little rabbit hole. I've never posted it before. But the Kalshi logo and the fact that it's used for trading, like if you take Kalshi and its logo out of the betting and predictions market and look at it in another application, you would see that they've almost completely stolen the logo and IP from the Kalshi cereal. Or Kashi cereal. I think it's Kashi cereal. So the only difference is they have the L in Kashi. They're Kalshi. But anyway, the logo to the cereal to the prediction markets is almost identical. They're both green. They're both the little leaf. The logos are almost identical. There is speculation. I shouldn't even be saying all this stuff right now, you guys. There is speculation that this founder of Kalshi came out of nowhere, but that it was really just to steal the idea from Polygon, and plug it into Solana because all of the attention and all of the liquidity and everything has been on Solana. And so they needed a Solana native prediction betting market. So here we are. Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. So my best friend is an attorney, and one of my favorite sweaters that she wears says allegedly on it. But that's besides the point. So I find it really interesting. Kalshi, they look very similar. It just seems like it was plug and play, that they pulled this stolen idea, stolen logo, stolen everything. And then what they did was they did a VC raise. They did a venture capital raise on the company. And it was like a $2 or $3 billion valuation in the first 3 months, 6 months or something like that. And all they needed was that valuation. And now they got all this money that they can go borrow for marketing. And so a lot of what you're seeing now is Kalshi on Web 2. If I go on Instagram and Facebook, stuff like that, it's like, oh, prediction markets. And it's all Kalshi trying to get me to bet. And I just find it funny. Polymarket is not doing any of that. Polymarket just is what it is. They were the pioneer. They were the first to do it. They were the original. And now look at this. They're partnering with freaking NASDAQ to list private company contracts. Freaking wow, you guys. That's good stuff. I love to see it. So. Are you having fun this evening, Jesse? I'm happy you're having fun this evening. So I try to make it fun. You guys. There's a lot of different shows out there. So I appreciate everybody that tunes into my show, because you can watch anything. And if you choose to watch my show, I am so thankful for everyone, whether you tune in every day or whether you tune in once a week or whether once a month. It just makes me happy. Like, I try to acknowledge everyone when they pop into the chat so that they know that I see them, so that, you know that I know that you're here. I try and watch it. Corvette Camping, I saw you too. I don't know if I gave you a shout out, but I think I gave pretty much everyone shout outs. Jermer, you're going to be at Rare Evo. I did see that. I don't know if you're still in here, but I hope to see you there. But I'm super excited, you guys. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up, a lot of fun stuff I'm working on. So when you guys tune into the show, it helps support me. It helps keep all the lights on. It helps keep the lights on. And maybe eventually someday, Brian will be back. Maybe Brian will be back. Anyway, that's the show for today, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you all on the next one.